Hi guys, welcome to Butnu Extra. Today I've got a special guest. I've got Alex Absolute, who's a fellow China YouTuber. Say hi, Alex.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
So, Alex, today let's talk about being a YouTuber in China and also sort of living in China. Let's hear a bit about yourself. Why did you come to China?
I came to China in 2013, 8 years ago. I came here for absolutely zero reason. Like, everybody has this fantastic story about, like, I really wanted to learn Chinese, or I really wanted to do this, or I really wanted to do that. For me, I was just sat at home and I was kind of bored with I had a great life in England. I was just kind of bored of what was going on. I was like, I just wanted a change. So I literally just thought, you know what, I'm just going to start looking for jobs online. So I sat down one morning, I think, and basically just went through from like A to Z on the job, like the job seekers website. Clicked on a bunch of things. I actually applied for a job in Canada. It was like a job at a rock wool factory because my idea was, I want to be near Whistler, which is an awesome snowboarding place. I thought I could just move out to Canada. I can work in this mundane job, like at the bottom of the mountain range. You know, I can do this job, and then every winter I can have a whole season just snowboarding because I'll be right by it. And then as I got further down the list, I saw China, and I thought, oh, that looks kind of interesting. Hit the apply button. And they literally phoned me straight back. We had a talk on the phone. And initially I was kind of, I think that maybe they sent emails. And initially I thought it was some kind of scam because they were like, they didn't really care about an interview. They just wanted a full body picture of me and send me a copy of my passport. And I was like, this just seems well sus.
It's actually pretty similar for me as well. I wasn't thinking, I'll look into going in China. I just saw I need a new job. I want a change in life. And this popped up. Okay. And then the next thing I knew, I was downloading WeChat and having just a guy message me going, okay, so when can you start? What salary do you want? Okay, you've got a job. I'm like, okay.
After I spoke to him on the phone, and I was like, because I thought it was one of these things where they'll say, oh, you need to pay like 100 quid and then, we'll find you a job. And then 6 months later, they're like, we just can't find you anything kind of thing. But they were like, no money down. We'll do all this stuff. So I did like an online TEFL course. It was super easy. And then like, I think from clicking the button and them initially phoning me to actually being my first day here in Wenzhou was about 2 weeks. So I literally just packed up everything within a 2-week period. And since then, I've been back to England twice, once in 2014 and once in 2017. Apart from that, all just here.
See, I didn't manage to go back yet in the 2 years I've been here, because I've been here less than you, but I managed to go to America, and then I got stuck there for 3 months. So I'm like, I've had a strange couple of years as well. It's
So you're stuck in America?
Well, I went to meet Rachel's family and, it's also, see America when I first met Rachel. And then COVID happened and all the flights got cancelled and it was like, that was a crazy time. Rachel was at her mum's house. She was pretty good, but we were worried about our dogs back in China. But I was sort of sat there thinking, so I live in America now, do I?
So you can tell by the fact that I'm shiny. It's definitely a Wenzhou summer.
Yeah. So you went from like considering snowboarding to coming to Wenzhou. Is this
which has mountains but zero snow.
Yeah. And super hot.
For me, the one thing that actually attracted me to come into China was the fact that if I went to somewhere like Canada, culturally we'd be pretty similar and there'd be no real challenges. Everybody speaks English. I liked the challenge of going somewhere, which was completely. I've always been the kind of guy that thinks, if there's something that's like relatively easy and then there's something which is ridiculously hard, let's just throw ourselves right in the deep end and then just figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess 8 years on, I've bought a house here. We've got bought 2 cars, got married, had 2 kids. It's been a pretty crazy journey because I've had to do all of this and learn the appropriate Chinese to do a lot. I mean, I've organized a lot of this myself. So I've had a lot of help as well. But yeah, I've had to learn a lot of situational Chinese and it's been like a baptism of fire, but it's been pretty good. It's worked out pretty good. It's been fun. Wouldn't change it for the world.
So what are you doing? What are you doing now?
So at the minute, I've got a month and a half left of at the school I've been at now. If it works out, and it's a big if it works out, we have a Douyin project. Yeah, Douyin was an app that came out, I guess, 2 or 3 years back, and it just exploded. It was a Chinese app, Douyin, and then because it did so well in China, they made the international version TikTok and sold that to the rest of the world. Although TikTok was, until recently, still owned by someone that was Chinese. I think the guy's 36 years old and just retired with a fortune of like 10 billion. So,
oh my God,
jealous. It's basically just making short videos with like I'm like a white boy leads a G, just doing like cultural things. Could be doing that full time if it works out. I mean, it's not done badly. We launched the channel a month and a half ago, and we're on about 32,000 subscribers. Most of that is due to one video. So we have a nice mountain based office. It's like 10 kilometers from the nearest civilization. Just spend a lot of time in the countryside. I come from the countryside in England, and I much prefer country life. So for me, it's fantastic.
Where are you from in the UK? Cornwall. You're Cornish, right? No.
I come from Bristol, but not actually in Bristol. Bristol's a city. I'm probably about 20 miles below it. Small little coastal place.
You're near Cheddar, Western Superman.
Yeah, not far from Cheddar. We lived in a village with about 300 houses, and we could just go out into the back garden, hop the fence, and just walk out through fields and go over to the seawall. Like climb trees, go through ravines and rivers. I like country life, and so do my sons. I think Wedger is good for that. It's quite a nice blend of being a city that's
country in one.
Yeah, because you could be like.
And there's a lot of variety in the country areas as well.
Yeah.
You've got your kind of river places, then you've got your mountainy places, your foresty places, and there's different types of forest as well. It's really cool.
Yeah. Zaya's all pretty much bamboo stuff. It's got the beautiful TTN, the rice terraces which go up like steps. It's pretty much got everything. Nice rivers. The water's super clean up there.
Yeah,
pretty good.
I mean, I think it's popped up in a few of my videos so far as well. I think maybe 3 times we've featured things in Zoya. Oh, because the rafting, that is awesome. Oh yeah, you've done the rafting. You must have done the rafting. I mean, you have like 100 dinghies. Nobody has any paddles, and you just drift through all these rapids, and it's chaos.
Oh no, I haven't done that.
And as well, if you've done it before, then you want to buy a little bucket thing, because they sell these little bucket scoops to bail out your boat, because every time you go in a rapid, it's like by the end of it, it's like you're sitting in a bathtub full of water floating down a river. But there's honestly, it's so many people. There's the river is just saturated with boats. It's like these little things. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, do that.
I definitely will. That definitely sounds like the right kind of thing. It's just the thing at the minute is it's like every day. It's that time of year where every day is basically like 1,000,000 degrees outside. You
did some videos with Wenjo daily, right, as well?
Yeah, I've done quite a lot.
Yeah. I remember seeing some where you're interviewing a man about food traditions and things like this. And
we've done a lot of stuff like that. And Mai Joe, where we went to see how the alcohol they make, which is traditionally given to women to recover after birth. Interestingly, alcohol for recovery.
What alcohol is that?
It's like it's like Huangzhou. It's kind of like very sweet. It's about 30%, I guess. It's like a yellowy wine. It's not a baijiu, but it's like a Huangzhou, which is like a yellow wine. It's kind of like the intermediary between beer and like the full-blown baijiu. It's a lot of people make Huangzhou and then distill this into baijiu. We did a video in the Yuqing Tieding, which is like a theme park-based farming experience, rural experience place. I think that one I filmed and edited and did the whole lot myself. Sometimes with Butnu Daily, I do the filming and editing. Sometimes they do it. Sometimes it's like a 50-50 thing.
So what's it like working on a film for Butnu Daily when you're not in charge?
I can speak enough Chinese. My Chinese is conversational, and I can get by, like, especially at the minute, like in Zuya, I spend a lot of time of the week, like I had 6 days off work and was there for the whole 6 days, and I didn't speak any English at all. Or basically, I'll add an English word if I don't know the Chinese for it. But now through that, I've been learning. I now can get enough to like editing language in Chinese and camera tech in Chinese, this kind of stuff. So I can explain stuff on my camera. When you're working with other people as well, it's kind of fun sometimes because you don't have to worry about it. It's good. It's cool. It's interesting. It's all good fun. Although I do prefer to be the person shooting and editing.
Because I like to keep my videos pretty simple. You know, there's just straightforward cut, no fancy transitions, because it's just the way I like doing things. Here, I find whenever I watch Chinese videos, they love like big, everything's epic and so cinematic, even when they're just doing a small. I find it quite project.
The opposite way around. Like I did a video with very much like handheld B-roll style for a coffee video. You know, where you just kind of like swoop behind things and you keep the camera moving all the time. And this is definitely not a style which is that common here. A lot of the style here is that
that would reach out to me. I drink that coffee. I like that kind of thing.
That's the kind of thing I like doing. I like a lot of the more like Sam Calder, like Ben TK style editing, quite heavily involved in After Effects and Cinema 4D and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And here I find a lot of the guys that I'm working with here, they film very, very, very differently. Like I lent one of them my camera once because one of them had forgotten his camera, so I lent him mine, which I really like doing because, you know, like my camera is like my third child. It's also very, very, very expensive. So
yeah,
I didn't want to have to lend them it. But when it comes back, it annoys the crap out of me because they've put it in like they insist on shooting in 1080p instead of 4K. Which I just don't know why. Like, I guess it saves memory card space, but then you've got no ability to crop into it and reframe and a lot of stuff, which the benefits of 4K. And they film in 1080 60p. And I like to do, like, if anybody out there is watching, I like to abide by traditional cinema rules of having like your shutter speed, which is double your frame rate. So if you're shooting 24p, you're shooting 1/50th because it's the closest you can get. There's no 1/48.
Yeah.
And that's what gives you the natural motion blur and it makes it look nice. But well, the guys I work with, they seem to crank the shutter speed right up instead of using an ND filter, and it gives you that ultra like sharp. You can tell one of my friends who's also a filmmaker commented like, why did you make the move to 60p? And I was like, I just hadn't realized they'd changed the settings on my camera and was shooting something quickly. But yeah, it's kind of different. They have different ways of looking at things here. But they have some really interesting ways of doing things as well. So
yeah, sure. Sometimes I mean it's kind of it gives you new ideas because you just wouldn't have thought of even trying things like that.
Yeah, that's the nice thing of working with all these different people is, my Chinese is growing fantastic, especially camera-related stuff. And B, I kind of learn stuff from them. They kind of learn stuff from me. If there's any like After Effects stuff, usually I help them with that. If there's any other stuff like, just like everybody learns different things from each other. It's like we're like a team of friends because we spend a lot of time. We live there over the period of days, so we eat together, shoot together, and yeah, that's the thing. If you want to do these kind of things, I can't remember who, Joe Rogan said that if like many people just live unfulfilling lives because they don't actually they're stuck in jobs that they don't want to be in and they don't try doing anything. Well, for me,
they just stay there.
Yeah, whereas for me, like I just I've tried, this is something I've done over the space of 3 years now, and I'm still learning. I spend hour or two every day on Skillshare, learning new techniques in Cinema 4D, like 3D compositing and After Effects. Because I don't use it always in videos because my YouTube is kind of a rush situation. I just kind of rush it out in here and there because it's just more of getting uploads out. But
I mean, that's something I find with YouTube. You kind of do feel this constant pressure to maintain regular uploads and kind of sacrifices in the quality and the planning of your videos, doesn't it? It's
you see, with YouTube, you don't really need to have high quality. You see a lot of people that got hundreds, thousands, millions of subscribers, and they shoot with a phone, and then no like composition, no anything. It's just whatever.
Crazy. Some of the most successful YouTubers out there are just on their phone. Hi guys, what's up?
Well, because it's interesting, right? Story is king. So for me, I kind of worked on all the aesthetics and the camera work first, and now I'm kind of working on the rest of it. But for me, like filmmaking is something that I do every day of my life. It's just something that is my passion, I guess. Like I kind of find this late in life, but it's not too late. I have just bought a whole bunch of anamorphic lenses.
Oh, nice.
I think I've got one here. Here it is. Here's this one. This is
oh yeah,
nice. The only thing is they're all manual, so I'm having to rig up manual rigs, which is manual focus is taking a little while getting used to, but it's all good. I've used manual focus a lot but in a different way, not fully manual for everything. So it's taking a little bit of getting used to. I love the anamorphic look. I love kind of like the Transformers films. This is like J.J. Abrams style. He's a big massive user of anamorphic lenses with the flares. And I think my other favorite director is Christopher Nolan. He has a very interesting way of portraying the stories. It sets him apart. But even
sorry, dogs. They do every time I'm filming. They have to bark. Let's talk about your time in the YouTube community in China. The China YouTubers. Well, did you do video stuff before you came to China? Had you done that, or was it China that started you doing YouTube videos?
Yeah, I think I'd always liked the idea, but never really pulled the trigger on it. And then after my first son was born, I basically was like, I need to be recording this. Like, I need to do it. And I think I just got like a Chinese copy of a GoPro. It's called an SJ Cam. I bought one of these to start with and was like, I'm just going to start doing stuff for this. So I bought that and I did a TV station because I'd started doing work for the TV station here. I was like a TV show presenter. We used to do these like hilarious. They had a children's TV show, and this is where China's so different to like the rest of the world. They just encourage you to do basically whatever you wanted. Like they had a guy come on, a Spanish guy who used to live here. He did a whole section on beer and why children shouldn't drink beer, and he drank beer on the show. And I was like, you just don't get that in the UK. That would be like a massive pass. So we used to do all this like wacky stuff.
Here's what not to do, kids. Don't do this.
Yeah. Beer will make your belly big, I think was like one of these things. It was like, so they said, do you think you can just go out and do a vlog? And just do a vlog on the new Mobikes. When Mobike had first come to China, and it was like the only company. Before there was all these other ones, Mobike was the original one. They were like, it'd just been out like a week or two, and they were like, do you think you can just do that like a vlog style for us? And just send us the video and we can put it on the show, and it can be like your section of the show. And I was like, okay, I've never done a vlog before, but I just bought this camera, went out and did that. And I think the first ever vlog it's the first ever vlog on my channel. So I did that, and can't remember if I now did one slightly different for the TV station, but one for my own channel. I started the YouTube channel, and it just kind of went from there. And now I've gone from shooting on this Chinese copy GoPro to Sony A7S III, which is what we're shooting on right now, actually.
So I was thinking about as well, like being a vlogger, you kind of have to have like a kind of brand, right? You have to brand yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's like Sir Spencer Winston, he always wears a suit. So the other day I saw this hat, And I'm like, what do you think? I'm gonna wear this all the time now.
I like it. Looks
And then
pretty good.
people will be like, oh, that's Dave. He's got the hat.
And the leprechaun beard thing.
Leprechaun beard thing. I should always get Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, Abraham Lincoln would be good, yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine.
American, so.
Or Amish, that people will say you look Amish when it gets hot. Yeah.
That would be great, yeah. That's good. I think you just got, I guess, like, you don't necessarily need a physical thing. You could just have, like, some people, it's just their personality that stands out. Some people have a catchphrase, I guess. There's a lot you can do to
Do you have a catchphrase?
I don't have a catchphrase, no. But I was doing vlogging all the time. I just used to make stupid shirts. I was starting to get quite a name for just having these ridiculous shirts. I'm not a vlogger, or I don't speak English, or what about just having a laugh?
Like the amount of times you see a 6-year-old kid walking down the road with a t-shirt, and it says something like, "Beep, you know."
Yeah.
That's a massive swear word.
Too drunk.
No idea what you're wearing.
Like, because here you can get t-shirts made so cheap. I've had loads, like all sorts of random stuff. Designs that I want to print. I study graphic design, so I've been putting a few together. But then I've also found just a few random pictures. Birds aren't real is a classic.
Birds aren't real.
Well, that's what they always all the anti-China crew saying. There's no birds in China. There's no wildlife. There's no nothing there. And
I saw a bird yesterday. I mean, there are some birds.
Oh, they're not real, mate. They're not real. If you saw a bird, it's definitely just the Chinese government lying to you. There could be any. There's no wildlife in China. They ate it all like years ago. A joke, FYI, for anybody that doesn't get that.
Yeah, there are birds in China. Yeah.
People that say there's no wildlife in China should come to Zuya. Like 2 days in a row now, Monday and Tuesday this week, 3-meter long black cobra. We found one in a car park right by the side of our office that was just slithering along.
I'm glad Rachel's not here right now. She hates snakes.
Yeah.
Actually, whenever we go walking in Zuya, if one of our groups says, "Oh, was that a snake?" Rachel's like running the other way just from the idea of it.
We're always finding different ones. There's these black cobras, which are, cobra's a cobra. You don't want to get involved with that.
Yeah.
These are the ones that are like black and white striped, super venomous as well. We had one of those on the end of a broom the other day. That was fun times. And it's just, I guess snakes a lot of the time will stay away from you if they hear you coming and like make a lot of noise. But I guess occasionally they're just out doing their thing, and you happen to bump into them. Compared to
the UK, the wildlife in China, that's like the biggest contrast to me. I mean, because in the UK, you don't get bitten all the time by mosquitoes.
No.
I've never been bitten by a spider before. In China, I've been bitten on my arm, and it's come up like this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I've seen some mad spiders here.
Yeah.
Big ones.
Yeah, and you see these, but there's these little wolf spider things that are like they're small, but they're chunky. And
no, that's not the ones that jump, is it?
I think so. Yeah, and we've had something coming in our house, eating stuff. You like it, but I've never been able to. I'm setting up cameras to try and catch it right now.
I went out and I've been out a few times. I've got a 70 to 200 mil lens for my camera, and I've been out a bunch of times to try and, shooting wildlife is not an easy job. There's plenty of wildlife to capture. I mean, I've shot a bunch, cool stuff to see here, and a lot of like cool wildlifey places. Some of it are probably perfect. Might get like one of those ridiculous 600 mil lenses. That'd be fun.
Like one of the ones that are like this big.
It's basically a telescope that you can stick on a camera.
What are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future are just keep learning, keep upping my After Effects game. I just intend making my editing getting better and better and better, my shooting better and better, and I don't want to be doing. I want to just be full-time producing content, not necessarily for YouTube, but just filmmaking as a job. That is where I'm headed. I've been shooting stuff like advert videos. I shoot sometimes with Roman. We shot a bunch of videos for this coffee brand and like glasses brand. I've shot a bunch for a shoe designer.
Actually, Wendy's kind of famous for shoes and glasses, isn't it?
Yeah,
especially glasses.
Like 90% of the world's reading glasses are made here in Windsor. I think.
Yeah.
Boxes for shoes, because the shoes is one of the big parts, but also boxes.
Specific that is, though, a box factory. Things like that, like a shoelace factory.
The main supply is the shoes, but everything else, there's a whole industry around everything that's needed for it. And
The little
China's kind of fantastic
clothing
for,
tags.
yeah.
There'll be a factory for that somewhere.
Probably. I mean, if you go out to Binghai, where all the shoe factories are, it's just factory after factory after factory. And like, we walked around some of them and it was mad. Like some of these shoe factories that we were wandering around to survey what we needed to shoot and what we didn't want to shoot. Like, holy mackerel. There was like, these factories are huge and they're just pumping stuff out. Like, it was insane.
Is there anything you wanted to say to the audience?
If you haven't already, come and check out my channel. I haven't uploaded for like 2 weeks now because I've been so busy with just general life stuff. I'll be uploading again this Saturday. Come check me out. Say hello. Watch the videos, though. Watch the videos. The important takeaway here, right, is for people to watch videos and not just comment based on thumbnails or titles. I have a few where the people that you can tell when people just haven't watched the video and they've just commented straight. For example, right, I made a video and it was just talking about why I think China isn't communist. And that's not because I'm being like, oh, China is the best in the world. It's just because literally the definition of communism doesn't suit China. China is capitalist.
I totally agree with that. There's so much like hyper capitalist, everything is like buy, so much business. It's very, So
I made a video just literally saying the definition doesn't fit, and then I had some woman and she was like, the fact that you're British and doing this for money makes me sick. And I was like, I don't understand you, because did you even watch the video? Like, I'm not trying to make a case for or against it. I'm literally talking about dictionary definitions here. And if you want to talk about money, I make like an average of $5 to about $30 a month, and I'm not really raking it in. People should really watch videos and watch and watch.
I had a comment yesterday. Actually, I've just done a video. The title is Hotel Madness, and it's about when we went to Shanghai. And we stayed in this really cool hotel, but it was quite quirky. It was like an escape room hotel with puzzles built into it. And,
I started watching it, but then fell asleep. It's on my list of things to watch today.
Oh, and it's only like 7 minutes. I'm trying to keep the time down now because I realised I started waffling. In fact, like this one. But someone commented on it and they're like, "You should visit the hotel before booking." I'm like, did you watch the video? You clearly didn't watch the video. I'll
totally go to Shanghai and then visit the hotel, go home, and then come back another time, because that's really cost-effective way to travel, right?
Yeah, especially this is someone who's not in China as well. Like they're like, I'm considering visiting Shanghai. I'm going to pop over there to see if I like it first, and then go home, and then book and come back.
Yeah, when people say those lines of, I think it would be much better like this, and it's like, that's cool. That's great. But why don't you make your own YouTube channel? It's called YouTube, not somebody else tells me what to do. YouTube. Like I said, guys, if you want to come check me out, that's great. Hopefully in the future, me and Dave can do some more collabs actually together, because I'm hoping after the next month and a half, like the end September starting, I should be more free and I can start getting back out into the world and doing more collabs, because collabs, like where you actually go and do stuff with other people's, is a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun. I want to get back into live streaming. I know we were talking about that before, Dave. So
watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space.
There are going to be lots of exciting things in the future. Yeah. So also, don't just subscribe to Alex for the reasons that he gave you, and watch his videos. Watch my videos too, and subscribe to me, please. And let us know what you think, and give us a comment down below. And thanks everyone for watching. Bye.
Peace.
And thank you, Alex. Have a good day. Bye.